Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here and going through the news with me. On today's episode, did Trump just say the quiet part out loud and admit that he's waging an all-out war against democracy? Donnie's campaign has received nearly $1.8 million from his clemency recipients. And the George Santos revenge tour has begun. Woohoo! George Santos revenge tour. Woohoo! Okay. And he's naming names. Okay. There. Okay. All right. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have got epic troll slayers who keep us safe. And we have got a fantastic community here because of you. You've been so kind to each other. You've been so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can like up the speed to like 1.25. Whoops, hello. Passing random truck outside. Oh, thank you, Sandy. And the nails today. I've been waiting to wear these. Kind of holly with red berries and gold. So that's kind of fun. And for some reason, I'm feeling drawn to using the Housewives Tarot today. So we'll see what we get here. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but it'll come to me. Yes, you do see the Housewives Tarot. Yes, you do. All right. So let's just jump in. We're going to start with that fun little thing there right at the beginning at 2 minutes, 45 seconds in. Oh, wait. Make it 3 minutes. Happy birthday, Paula. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being so creative. Paula she paints on feathers. She does amazing work. She writes, she paints. She is a working artist. Paula is here often in the chat, and she is on the afternoon, with Creative Sprints. Just always being creative and also being very supportive and sharing details of her native heritage, and it's just amazing. So happy birthday, Paula. Thank you for being such a sweetheart. Okay, so let's jump in at let's see, make it 3:55. Okay, so I feel like I want this back on. Woohoo! George Santos revenge tour has begun, and he's naming names. In the article, links in the description box. It was the description of the situation was at least as good as what he's actually doing. You'll love this. This is the quote from the article. So this is the writer of the article who wrote this. After he was expelled from Congress yesterday by an overwhelming vote that included 105 of his Republican colleagues, George Washington Anthony Elizabeth Taylor Devolder Kitara Julius Caesar Santos uncharacteristically left at noon without saying a word to the press. If the Harvard-educated former Olympic volleyball player's grandparents were able to survive the Holocaust, he can survive this crisis. Yes, and Valerie Sargent, yes, the SNL cold opening was very funny. Very funny. Hello, Salty Chip. So, okay. So he went to, I don't know, appropriately, X Twitter. And let me see here. Let us share. Where did I put the thing? Oh, there it is. Hello. Hello, Midas Touch Network's website with the article that lists the tweets. All right. George Santos revenge tour begins. Just want to make sure you can see this. Okay. I don't need to take down the overlay. All right. So this is what George Santos put on Twitter in the last day. Now, I don't know how to pronounce this one person's name. Forgive me. I'm just doing my best. First, Monday, I will be filing an official complaint with the Office of Congressional Ethics against N. Maliotakis regarding her questionable stock trading since joining the Ways and Means Committee this Congress. Before the committee, the Congresswoman didn't have an active trading habit or a high volume stake. The question is, what set of information is she trading with? Let's talk about hypocrisy. Can someone ask Nicole Malice stock tips? When did she become a savant in stock trading? The signature bank trades she did reeks of insider trading, much like Paul Pelosi's every trade. Nicole is in it for herself. Just look at her record and it speaks for itself. Nicole Malio's stock tips is a dirty, dishonorable swamp creature selling the American people down the river for her own benefit. And Maliotakis, the difference between you and I is that I don't live in denial. I'm a proud gay man and I'm not afraid to say it. Wink emoji. Okay. So did he just out a member of Congress? Really? Thank you, Amy. Oh, wait, no, back here. Okay, it goes on. We're not done. Also, Monday's fourth ethics report would be filed on Congressman Menendez, not to be confused with the senator. While Congressman Menendez has not been invoked by the vigilant investigation of the DOJ into his father, there remains a question of what did he know and when did he know it? The complaint is to seek clarification from the freshman congressman on his involvement with his father's overseas dealings over the years and any potential compensation he received. I think it's a fair point to make sure we weed out the doubt surrounding Representative Menendez and his business associations with his father. I'll leave it to the Office of Congressional Ethics to investigate the material I'll be submitting to them. And he's not done. On Monday, the third ethics report I'll be submitting to the Office of Congressional Ethics is on Representative, is it Loda? I'm afraid I do not know how to pronounce this person's name. I'm just going to go with Loda right now because Lota is what it looks like. If you know better, let me know. Anyway, I'll go back to reading. It has been raised in the local media that Congressman Loda obtained his JD attending Hofstra in day school while he was supposed to be working at the Board of Elections at the same time. The questionable actions are Did Representative Lalata no-show to his taxpayer-funded jobs while going to school? And if he can potential have stolen public funds from the taxpayers of New York. I'll let the Office of Congressional Ethics determine the validity of this grave allegation raised in his local media. But wait, there's more. On Monday, I will be filing an ethics complaint against Representative Mike Lawler for questionable campaign finance violations. Congressman Lawler owns a portion of Checkmate Strategies, and he uses the same firm that he is a beneficiary of to pay for services related to his campaign. The concerning questions are, is Mr. Lawler engaging in laundering money from his form his campaign to his firm and then into his own pocket? I'll let the Office of Congressional Ethics be the judge of that. So, petty, man. Oh man, Lady Eva says no one's going to believe this guy. Seriously, I don't know. I don't know. Exactly, Valerie Sargent. He's so petty-ish. I'm petty-ish. He's petty-ish. I hope I'm not petty, but he's petty-ish. Ask the cards, Lady Eva is saying. Well, what do you think I'm doing, my friend? I'm not holding these because I do card tricks. Oh, Chris, thank you for that, but I'm reading on something else right now. Okay. Is Santos really spilling tea? I don't know. And I don't really think this is necessarily piping hot tea. I think it's just like more scrutiny that needs to happen. Although outing somebody is really vile, absolutely vile. You do not out other people. Period. Yeah, he's done. I love this card. Everything expires with real salmonella. Sense of humor in this deck is hysterical. Death card for the reading. I agree, Tiania. That's a lot of dirt. Whew. Betty Cantrell says lukewarm tea. I know. All right. King of Wands, Magician, Four of Wands, 10 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. It's interesting that I've got the 4 of Cups in the middle because did I leave this open? Let me open Twitter quickly and go directly to George Santos's page, because in the center of this I've got the 4 of Wands, and I don't think he's gonna have. I don't think Trump's really gonna have anything to do with him, but I did notice that this something went wrong. Retry. All right, this is something post that was pinned November 18th. Somebody for Congress. Here we go. He reposted. Make America triggered again. New flag coming. Personally, I think it's perfect. I think that would be the perfect ticket. I do not have a Christmas tarot yet, Joyce, but this would be the perfect ticket. That's exactly who Trump should have as his VP. It'll never happen, but the two biggest, most obvious liars in politics together at last. Lady Eva says it's the GOP in person. Yes. Oh boy. Okay. Aspie Third Eye says, I must admit, I enjoyed the video of maintenance changing the lock on Santos's former office. Mwah. Lovely. Okay. So the cards I got, King of Wands. Well, this is being a part of the far right. This can be Trump, but this could be Santos. Magician. So he was definitely trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat to stay in Congress or stay in power or stay in whatever it is. Four of Wands here. That's why this is usually my Mar-a-Lago card. So that's why it made me think of that from his Twitter account. So this is very much still being on the far right, which is stupid, because on the face of it, why would Santos be a part of the far right, considering they hate your kind, quote unquote, but then you realize, oh no, it's about the grifting and about the grifting and the cruelty and oh yeah, it makes perfect sense. 10 of Cups, tea. Might be spiked iced tea, but it's tea coming. And this Three of Pentacles, it can see her arms are actually tools. But is she setting up that ledge with those people on it, or is she knocking it down? That's the question. And this feels like he does have some tea, and he is trying to knock down on the Republican. So, but we know how useful and how long, I mean, goodness gracious, you send stuff to the ethics board or whatever, and half the time you don't hear anything for 2 years. So will this have an effect? I mean, is he really going to be able to spill tea that is going to bring down Republicans left and right? People didn't trust him. Uh-oh. I did something wrong. Some of these are going to be upside down. Oops. Whoopsies. Hold, please. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, this man is so vile. He's so vile. Oh, and the other day when I was talking about Gates looking like maybe Gates will be next. Next does not mean imminent. So I just wanted to clarify that Gates may be kicked out. The cards were more positive about that than I was surprised that there was any strength in that. But it doesn't mean it's happening now. Okay, I've got everything sorted out. Sorry about that. Ask you for a 78 card pickup. Exactly. So, we've been getting cards for a long time of legal matters hitting the Republicans in Congress hard. Well, I would assume that's January 6th related. But is it possible it's also George Washington, Anthony, Elizabeth Taylor, Devolder, Kitara, Julius, Caesar, Santos scorned? Whew. Again, undermining the Republicans. High Priestess. People in Congress have secrets. Strength. Queen of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Meh. It's not going to help, but they do have secrets. But most of them are actually in positions of power. And there isn't a huge amount of oversight. I mean, not the kind that is robust and quick. Now the Queen of Swords in the middle, which is could be investigations, ethics investigations, but Nine of Pentacles, these people are sitting pretty, and he's throwing, Santos is using his metaphorical, stick to try to damage them, but it's not actually the strongest in the world. But going into an election that is 11 months away, yeah, go ahead. So is that it, or is it really just begun? Three readings here or something. Whee. Mouse says, I'd rather stay single forever than date a Trump supporter. Yeah. Same Z's. Whew. No, thank you. We can't get dates when we wear MAGA hats. Yeah. Maybe you're wrong to be a Trump supporter. Just saying. So is he done, or does he have more? Okay, well, he wants to pull a rabbit out of the hat. King of Wands. Eight of Cups. Queen of Cups. Well, there's some evidence here. And maybe in the ethics committee, or maybe if there may be something here. It doesn't feel earth-shattering. But there's something. I mean, he's not going to go quietly, and the more he talks and the longer he talks, the better it is for Democrats. I guess I need to do a fourth reading, don't I? Short one, 3 cards. I don't even want to say it out loud. 4 readings. I'll just put 4 readings at the beginning. And I'm just going to pull 3 cards. And no, I'm not going to tell you what it's about. Well, I'll just say are enough Republicans going to get mad? The Emperor. Yeah, you're really supposed to fall in line. Page of Swords. He's a brat. We knew that. 10 of Cups. Again, lots of tea. And the Sun. No, it feels like him ending up in prison. That's what it feels like. So he is a childish brat. There's very much that's really DeSantis energy, isn't it? He just needs to be wearing a sweater and a double-breasted jacket. Cary Grant just rolling in his grave. Oh, but he's got the tea and bringing a whole lot to light. But it's not the brightest light. Okay. Oh, thank you, Suburban Housewife. All right, so all right, so there's 4 readings, but I haven't listed them out individually, but I've got 4 readings on that topic. Okay, moving on. Now, maybe it was a flub, maybe it wasn't. At 2540, maybe it was a flub, but maybe it wasn't. That Trump, in his discussions, former President Trump delivers remarks in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And I was reading the transcript as I was going over that section, because there are people on YouTube or what have you, they're putting up like a 6-second video which has the line that Trump said, but I wanted to know, what did he say before that and after? I wanted to know what the context was. Now, let's try to put this together ourselves, because the first time I read it, I thought, I don't think that's what he meant, but then I realized I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. Don't do that. Do not give this man the benefit of the doubt, ever. All right, so I won't play it. Who needs that? If you are interested, over on C-SPAN, former President Trump delivers remarks in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. That's on C-SPAN. And in the transcript, which really, it's just one big chunk of text with no time stamping. Okay. So, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. What a place. I'm thrilled to be back with the thousands of proud, hardworking patriots. Actually, what is his voice? It's that annoying, that thing where it's, I'm Mr. Manly Man, and I just talk like this, and thank you. What a place. I'm thrilled to be back with the thousands of proud, hardworking patriots in the heartland of America. It's just, because he just keeps on with just this quiet voice with all the fascist words. But anyway, Joe Biden next. Okay, now this was a typo in the text-to-speech, which made me laugh, because I was like, what? This is what it says in the transcript. I kept you as the first in the nation. Don't let other people take their credit. We keep you there. On Monday, January 15th, we're going to win the Iowa caucuses, and then we're going to crush cricket. What? I listened to it, crooked Joe Biden, but it did kind of sound like cricket. We're going to crush cricket. What does the cricket do? Crooked Joe Biden next November, and we're going to very simply make America great again. All right, then he thanks a bunch of people, including blast from the stupid past, and former acting Attorney General Matt Whitaker did a great job. Do you remember? Do you remember Matt Whitaker, Mr. Incompetent, acting AG, the man of the super deep toilet? I had to play the Colbert explanation of that to Sarah this morning, because she didn't remember who he was. Thank you, Gerardo. So yeah, that guy, the manly, deep, extra deep toilet. Please. Anyway. So that jerk was there. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Bye. Thank you very much. Bye. Thank you very much. Thank you very. You know, it's very. Okay, here we go. You know it very well, but in 2016, you voted stand up to those liars, losers, crooks, and creeps, and you elected an outsider as your president. And it was about America first. We want to put our country first. I haven't done that in a long time. That's what it sounds like, too. I haven't done that in a long time, but we did it for 4 years, and that's what we did so well. That's why it was one of the great presidencies. They say even the opponents sometimes say he did very well. I have to say, take it back. They scream. His people say, take it back. From that day on, our opponents, and we had a lot of opponents, but we've been waging an all-out war in American democracy. They say, even the opponents sometimes say, he did very well. I have to say, take it back. They scream. His people say, take it back. From that day, our opponents, and we had a lot of opponents, but we've been waging an all-out war on American democracy. You look at what they've been doing and becoming more and more extreme and repressive. They've just waged an all-out war with each passing day. So you can kind of tell that there's a whole lot of word salad there in the first place. Michael Hill says, totally subsections slip of his tongue. Yeah, but if Valerie Sargent says his English paper gets an F, yes. Valerie says, I'm going to print this out and glue it into my Christmas cards. But was he saying the quiet part out loud? Was he projecting? Which he so often does. Colleen France says, and English is his native language. I roll. So, Roxana Lee says, using all his words out of order. Yes, the best words out of order. So, Dumpy, did you say the quiet part out loud? There's the country. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, King of Wands. He's been waging a war against democracy. Knight of Pentacles. He's gotten his flunkies to do it too. Nine of Swords. A lot of worry. Then again, how much stress have we all been under because of this jerk over the last how many years? Working is in the center. But Queen of Swords, this would be multiple investigations, prosecutors coming against Trump the man. So what it comes down to is see, I was curious about this earlier today. There was something that came up, and I actually pulled out my deck and I read on it. And what I got was Trump actually thinks he's managing to demoralize the Democratic side. But he thinks he is. because he's been bullying people his entire life, and he's bullied people in court, and because there's so many people who couldn't afford to stick it out the whole time when he sued them. Now, I know that he doesn't believe in democracy. You know he doesn't believe in democracy. But is that kind of the point for him and his followers and what have you? I don't... If it's all rigged when he doesn't win, is he just saying it's rigged? Does he think it's rigged? Or does he just think democracy shouldn't... Democracy only exists to flatter him? Two of Pentacles. Oh, yes. Well, we know the Republicans are just a wee bit shaky on this issue, on this thought. Linda Johnson says, who the heck is this speechwriter? Second grader? Yes. Hi. Death card. Two of Wands. Towers in the middle. There's the Emperor. And Five of Wands, which would be rancor. This Two of Wands, this is on the far right, and this is usually looking out. This would be in the Rider-Waite deck. This is a card of right-wing communication, but this is also in like the Two of Swords, which is a card of decision. In a sense, this could be the idea of an election, a decision, and they want to bring it all down so that there is an emperor. But it's not going to work because they're going to end up turning on each other. And I'm not saying there aren't going to be any Republicans voted into office, because there are. But wow, there going to be a lot of women trying to clean house to get rid of these Republicans all over the place. So, and that's true, Cosmic Goat Lady. 45's best friends are dictators. Emphasis on the first syllable. So do you, oh Donnie boy, hair fervor, Hair, do you believe in democracy? Three of Swords. Only if I win. Moon, Two of Wands, Six of Pentacles. Only if I win. As long as it comes to me, as long as I get all the sugar, the cookies, the candy. So no. I agree, Suburban Housewife. This is a good deck. All right, so yes, I believe Stephen Miller is still a speechwriter, DLC. All right, so moving on. At 39 minutes in, I've done like 6 or 7 readings already. Technically, I'm on like question 3, but yeah, I've done a bunch of readings so far. Donnie's campaign has received nearly $1.8 million from his clemency recipients. While he may not be held accountable, no, Kimberly, I guess I did not discuss. Not a word. There's nothing for YouTube to complain about. There's nothing for little ears to repeat. A's received nearly $1.8 million from his clemency receipts. While he may not be held accountable, will the laws at least be changed where the next corrupt president can't do that? First of all, will he be held accountable? 3 cards. I know. Let's just take 3 cards. Hello, Emperor. Presidential power. Strength. 3 of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Nah. The power of the pardon is very strong here, and it will change over time. I don't know if it will change before Biden's out of office, but this policy that you can't do that will change over time. But for now, yeah, this feels like a battle that Trump won. He's going to lose the war, but this feels like a small battle that. And true Zircon, too many crimes to count. Too many. Diane is saying probably part of the pardon deal, but isn't that blackmail? I'm just not getting much. So okay. At 4135. You thought the George Santos tweets were good? This isn't actually from Trump. This is from someone in his campaign who put out a press release ahead of the Newsom debate between DeSantis and Newsom. Share screen. This is, yeah. Stephen Chung, Trump spokesperson, put out this press release. Kiss of death. Ron DeSantis is thirsty. Ron DeSanctimonious is acting more like a thirsty, third-rate OnlyFans wannabe model than an actual presidential candidate. Instead of actually campaigning and trying to turn around his dismal poll numbers, DeSantis is now so desperate for attention, he's debating a grade-A loser like Gavin Newsom. At the debate, Ron will flail his arms and bobble his head wildly, looking more like a San Francisco crackhead than the governor of Florida. This isn't a prediction, it's a spoiler. Hopefully for Ron, it's a seated debate, so he won't have to mash his foot into his high heels to look taller. But if not, he'll definitely be on a 12-inch step stool so he can peek right above the podium. In a new report exposing Ron for his Chinese ties, lying Ron or red Ron, either way, he's a shill for China and the CCP sympathizer who go to great lengths to protect them. And the people he endorsed, President Trump increased his commanding lead to 68%. An OnlyFans model and a head. Wow. Okay. I'll be over here. No, go ahead. Go at each other. Just I know Valerie Sargent. I know. Man, oh day. All right. So How much, the question here is, how much farther is Trump's campaign going to devolve into the primordial slime that is his natural state? This is crazy. Trump's campaign. Lovers. Okay. Four of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, Death card, Page of Wands. Kathy Dawes says, Justice Satan must have practiced smiling in a mirror for weeks, and yet, yeah, it was bad. That was DeSantis smiling. It was terrifying. Anyway, all right. Yeah, DeSantis is not doing well. And we're over here. We're fine. Trump thinks he's, well, it's not for the office. It's the primary. Trump's metaphorically measuring the drapes already. But what Trump doesn't know is that there's still a lot more coming for him. And here, Page of Wands, this would be, DeSantis is very small and weak. Trump turns out to be small and weak. I'm not entirely sure who's going to be the Republican actually going up against Biden on November 4th. Is it the 4th next year? But Trump's campaign, yeah, it's bad. And the thing is, if he's winning by so much, then why are you pressed? If you're winning by that much, why do you care? Why are you saying anything? Why don't you just let Newsom wipe the floor with him, which Newsom did? And I mean, the floor was sparkling when Newsom was done with DeSantis. Oh boy. Michael Hall's asking, Haley? I don't know. I don't know. So, oh man. Well, it seems there's another question, but this is something new. Donnie seems to have found religion. I know he's a psychopathic narcissist. He doesn't believe in anything on the other side. He has the psychic abilities of a brick. He's a psychic sensitivity of a brick. We are all capable of connecting with the other side. We are all capable. There is nothing I do that you can't. The difference is I do this every day, and I do this with graphics. But all of our souls are very tiny pieces of the divine. I believe that. Every one of us has an absolute ability to connect. It's a constant. We're constantly connected. But he's just shut it all down, and just a raging psychopathic narcissism and coldness and so, but he was quoting, he went on a rant. Surprise. I know, shocking. And droned on about how Fani Willis is persecuting his Georgia codefendants. Then he quoted Bible verses. Psalms 118. Experts believe this is a very thinly veiled threat. And Yeah. Paula says he used the Bible to threaten. It's that simple. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. I don't think I've got it. His love endures forever. Just one second. Okay. This is, Hilda says, ketchup throwing time. Yes. Yeah, Michael Hill's asking, did he violate the gag order? Exactly. But let's have a quick look. Just a quick look. Because someone told him about, I've gone to Bible Gateway. There's a new international version, or there is the King James version. We'll just, I don't know which one was shown to Dumpy. So, go down here. I called upon the Lord in distress. The Lord answered me and set me in a large place. Can you see this? Yes, you can. Okay, good. Oh, it's that kind of day. There. The Lord is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do unto me? Okay. There is a part in here, though. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It's better to trust in the Lord than put confidence in princes. All nations compassed me about, but in the name of the Lord I will destroy them. They compassed me about, yea, they compassed me about. Let me see. What's the other version of this look like? I don't think that's the tune of they were singing to. Ba 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 dee dee dee. All the nations surrounded me. No. Okay. It's better to take refuge in the Lord than trust into humans, trust princes. All the nations surrounded me, but in the name of the Lord I cut them down. They swarmed me like bees, but they were consumed as quickly as burning thorns. Lord is chasing me severely. See, I know the part about the stone builders. The stone builders rejected has become the cornerstone. The Lord has done this. See, that's kind of the stuff I was taught. But there was a whole lot in here. Sarah, who is Christian, she was reading a bunch of this to me this morning, and it was all about cutting my enemies down. Whatever specific part whatever Bible she was reading from, it was all about, because I believe in the Lord, my enemies will be cut down. I mean, it was the imagery was violent. The imagery was not nice. And if you're associating with somebody like a psychopathic narcissist, it's going to be a whole lot of I am the chosen one, which is Trump has literally said out loud while pointing at the sky. He was just outside the White House. You can look it up. So, but anyway, experts believe this is a very thinly veiled threat. and stands to violate the terms of Trump's bail agreement. Has he finally gone too far? Here's the problem. What's the, there's got to be some precedence for this. Using Bible verses as a threat, because protection of religion is, so anyway, is this going to get him in trouble? Raymond Pascal says, Trump using the Bible to justify violence is going against biblical teachings. I know that. And you know that. Hello, Kiba. AJ, glorifying violence. Yeah. Yeah, he's a brat. Yeah, he's a brat. A 2 of Cups. Ace of Cups. Ace of Wands. There's nothing here. I mean, literally, it's 2 aces and this could be the beginning of something, but 2 aces and a 2 with a page. I mean, they're low cards. So maybe there'll be something new, but he'll just do something new as well. He'll try to find another way to get around the gag order and going against, I want this to be Ngoron and his wife. And he says, enough. And then, of course, Trump is an idiot, and I'd like to see him go to prison for contempt of court, but that's just me. Valerie Sargent, yes, he twists the Bible into violent calls to action in the name of righteousness. Exactly. Funny coincidence, not important. This morning I was watching a bunch of music stuff. And the Righteous Brothers, how they got their name. They were explaining to an interviewer how they got their name back in the day. And they were up there and they played in like a bar or somewhere. And a man at the end stood up and yelled out, "That's righteous, brother." Because they just liked the music. And they were like, Righteous Brothers. Yeah, let's use that. That's how they got their name. Does it matter? Yeah. 4 of Cups. Honestly, if drawing a picture of Mohammed would give Trump power and money, he'd do it. Doesn't matter that it's a tenet of... Oh, and by the way, I believe, if I saw the headline correctly, he is saying that he will make the Muslim ban permanent if he gets in office. Vile. 8 of Cups. 8 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles. The Republican money is skew-if. It's not spread out evenly like it should be. But we need to vote. We have got to vote. Usually this is all the cups sitting on the table with the man in red walking away, or the person in red walking away. And it's all of Democrats voting. Vote, vote, vote him out. Vote the Republicans out. Vote the person in red out. Or from getting back in. Trump's also going to have his legal problems. Big legal problems. And this is the Republican donor money. And you'd think, oh, well, it's a harvest. It's great, but it's still on the tree. It's not where it should be. It's not. And in certain states, the Republican state organizations are going into bankruptcy. Moore says Trump is using the Bible verses to threaten others so that it falls under the religious protection of the Constitution. They're berating us over the head with our own constitutional rights, or beating us over the head with our own constitutional rights. Yes, exactly. Yeah. I'm not seeing a lot here, but anyway. All right. Well, that's going to do it for me for today. Thank you so much for going through the news with me. This can be really hard to go through by yourself without, but we can do it here. We can get together every day because I'm here 365 days of the year, and we can go through the political news together. And I read on the collective energy, but we're all going to go out and vote, right? Right. And I know a lot of you do. Thank you. So it is 1:23 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You are always welcome. You're always welcome wherever I am. All right. And Sarah will be there too. And other than that, tonight is on House of Lenormand on Becca's channel, the Petty Boots Club. The readings, the Sunday evening readings, I believe, are on House of Lenormand here on YouTube. Becca's channel with Johnny and Jen Lynn and Becca, of course. And I don't know if they have I don't know anything about it, so I don't know if they have a guest. But I will definitely be watching that after the sprints. I think that's about it. I'll be back tomorrow because I always am. Every day. All right. Thank you. Hang in there. You're not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. Aren't there just? All right. Take care. And I will see you right back here tomorrow. Bye.